And now we're ready for another very interesting conversation here. I have with me two very special, interesting guests from the Secretary General Africa Union's 6th Region Global. I'll be explaining that in a bit. Dr. Macaulay Kalu and, of course, Madeline James, accredited ambassador of Africa Union's 6th Region Global to the East Africa community based in the United Republic of Tanzania. And I've had a very interesting conversation with her from before. You are welcome, lady and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. First off, 6th region is something I'm not used to. I know about 5 regions, but here you guys are telling about a 6th region. So let me go ladies first. If you'd help us explain that, Madeline.
So basically, most people don't get it when we say 6th region, but most people know about the 5 region, and one will tell you the East Africa, the Northwest, and these are the 5 regions ahead. They will all be in a comparison of states. So like in Tanzania, we have East African Community, whereby we have 8 countries involved. So in May, the AU, which actually also the ECOWAS, COMESA, also the wings and the AU, thought of there's this large community of people out there, and thought, because whenever we talk about diasporas, people think of bilateral diasporas. So the 6th region has African descent, Friends of Africa. When you say Friends of Africa, they're people who are not Africans, but they have the passion and love for Africa. They support Africa in many ways. Then we have the diasporas, Nigerian, somebody holding a passport from Nigeria, but also a citizen of Nigeria, of US and all that. So those are the diaspora on that.
Interesting, very interesting. So what are you guys doing currently? I used the word from before, but I'm going to let you explain that. My word was, is it a repatriation of sorts? But Dr. Kalu, do explain what your efforts are here currently.
Well, there's a lot of things that we're doing. Well, once again, thanks for having us, the show. Just as was mentioned, the diaspora is all people of African descent. So you talk about the African Americans and the Caribbeans and the Afro-Brazilians and Afro-Latinos. And, you know, we call them the historic diasporans, you know, based on the transatlantic slavery that happened over 400 years ago. And these are our brothers and sisters. They've been, you know, gone for several generations. So now the African Union in May 25th, 2012 established the 6th region, you know, now giving opportunity for us to become part of the governance system of the African Union. Every time we hear about the diaspora, it's more about the remittances. Everybody talks about the remittance, but there's a lot of more things that the diaspora are doing, from medical, you know, support to infrastructure development to so many other things that we're doing. But this time, you know, this year marks the 10th year anniversary for the United Nations declaring the Decade of People of African Descent. And that is to connect back to the motherland and to support, you know, the issue of social justice situations, racial issues going on globally. And, you know, Ghana took advantage of that and established what they call the Year of Return. The Year of Return actually marked the 400 years of the transatlantic slavery. And so there are a lot of people of African descent who have really been looking forward to connecting back to the motherland.
There you go.
And so this is what we're looking forward to having Nigeria do as well. What a lot of people don't know is that a lot of people in the diaspora of African descent, a lot of them that have done their DNA, over 80% of them find out that they are more Nigerian than anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we think that it will help a lot. Ghana saw a lot of benefit from the aspect of foreign direct investment. And so we're doing what we can to also encourage diasporans to really connect back to the mother.
Now, Madeline, what effect would this reconnection have on both those who are in the diaspora and also Nigeria here?
Let's speak of, when you speak of African 6th region, it connects the continent, right? And right now we have the so-called, I think you're aware of the Agenda 2063. So when we speak of Agenda 2063 and the multiplier effect of everything, because as African continent, there's a lot in the Agenda 2063, and all we need is everyone to play a part from other Africa. So look at it this way. We have one of the projects which is Smart City that Diasporas are to do in Nigeria.
It's called Smart City?
Yes.
Okay, what's it about?
His Excellency is going to explain much.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you on that one.
Yeah.
Go on.
So look at it this way, whereby if Diasporas are going to invest, and there are somebody from a village, I've heard of Oyo State, so somebody's going to be employed there. So Diaspora automatically going to create employments for these people.
Okay.
So when we talk of contribution back to the continent, so these people have been doing a lot down there.
Outside.
They want to give back to the community.
Nice.
So one thing I'd like to add up, I know Nigeria, you do dual citizenship, but other countries, maybe like my country, whenever we speak of diaspora, the first thing people think of is the letter. So it's high time we're trying to create this notion that when you speak of diaspora, it's beyond the dual citizenship stuff. There are these people who they want to be part of it, because if you look at why the AU created the 6th region, the issue was to connect these people, to bring back, to sort of, we have lawyers, we have doctors out there, and every time this thing happened, during COVID, there are a lot of people who came in, but if you check on where they're from, they're not Americans by origin, but they're either from Tanzania or Kenya or Nigeria, but they came in to give some
assistance.
Sir,
I would like to get back to Smart City real quick because we're almost out of time. And if there are any other programs like that that would be to our interest here in Africa.
Well, there's quite a lot of projects that we're working on, and one of it just has been mentioned is the Diaspora Smart City, as well as the Industrial Park. So the global diaspora have decided as a way of re-engaging the continent is to do something that will create more jobs and also give opportunities for the diasporans who want to retire, because so many times we don't sell ourselves very well from the continent.
Also, there's the opportunity for them to retire
into Africa.
In Nigeria.
Yes, because, for so many from North America, you hear about Florida. People always want to go to Florida because of the weather and all that, or go to the Caribbean islands. But Africa, it's a golden opportunity for them to do that.
Right. So we're out of time, but real quick, how can we take advantage as individuals who are watching now, who want to be a part of this process? Real quick, how can we take advantage? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go?
Some of the things we're doing is, of course, we have our website, au6r.org. au6r. Another key thing is that we want to understand what people are doing, because people say, oh, diasporas come and invest, establish business, but who? We need to know who to trust to be able to do that. So we're trying to identify businesses and things like that so that we could create that business partnership and also support businesses that we can take to the diaspora as well. Because a lot of people are doing so well, but they are not thinking globally. So we want them to also think globally so that we can connect them from the diaspora perspective also to what they are doing here. So we just want to create that linkage, to make sure that there is a support system, whether from the diaspora to the continent, from here, the other way around.
Nice, interesting. So that's au6r.org. So if you want more information about the efforts here, it's au6r.org.
And our Instagram is au6rg, so
that's
for those who want to follow us.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to flood that Instagram handle, or even besides checking for all the information that you have given. Madeline, thank you very much for coming through.
Pleasure
and of course, Dr. Kalu, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We'll be looking forward to seeing more from the diaspora. And thank you for being an ambassador.
Thank you so much.
Now, do stay tuned. Let's take a short break here for Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be back with more.